And yes, just running in this heat will be SigEp B's Genesis in lane 1 as we are approaching the start time.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ready, set.
And we are off in the re-roll for SigEp B again, according to the buggy sweepstakes committee. Only SigEp is going to be taking their free re-roll, as Spirit has elected not to do so. And SigEp, with a relatively large buggy, they're trying a couple of interesting things. A bit of a trapezoidal shape to the top of it. It's not kind of your perfectly round buggy. And they make their transition off to their Hill 2 pusher with a first hill time of about 27 seconds. So we're not expecting this to be a competitive top 10 time, but there are always miracles. And this Genesis is their buggy. It's a nice red buggy in the front with a little bit of a blue paint job in the back as it plods its way into the free roll area as it makes its way across the road from the left side of the road to the right on Shenley Drive as it passes Circuit Drive and all of the parked cars passing by down through the bike lane, staying relatively close to the curb as it comes up to the stop sign area. Again, this is the first women's and only women's reroll, as this is SigEp B's Genesis as it reaches the stop sign with a split time of 1 minute and 13 seconds. So this isn't going to be one of the most competitive heats, but still approaching the flagger, and it should be interesting to see it go into the chute, as a lot of people do gather down at that area for kind of some interesting chute action up on top of Flagstaff Hill. It turns from Shenley Drive onto the backside of campus, makes it into the chute cleanly, as it does kind of swing around a bit of its backside, but still keeps all of its wheels on the ground, not too much swerving. And it looks like it's going to roll 1, 2, 3, 4 windows. Not a bad free roll, as SigEp makes its way up the backside. And we have a bit of a large crowd gathering there as they get ready to make their transition off from Hill 3 to Hill 4, up near the backside of Porter Hall. And getting ready to give the final shove as their pusher. And it's going to be probably not the fastest time of the day, but always good to get in as good of a time as you can, and especially if you feel like you were slighted in prior heats, it's always good to make sure you get a good clean run in, especially given how that affects seedings in years going forward. So getting some cheers up the backside as make their way from the divide between Baker and Porter, and coming up to the front of Baker Hall and getting ready to push off into the Hill 5 portion of this morning's final and only exhibition heat. Sorry, final and only reroll heat. All of the video coverage is being provided to you by CMU TV, who has all of their cameramen and women up out of the towers, doing a great job of making sure that everyone can see the race. As the buggy reaches the alumni tent, and the judges jump out just to make sure that the finish is clean, and people have their hand on the push bar for it. It looks like it's coming up towards the finish line. Come on, we want to hear some more applause. And it is getting up to the end, and it looks like it's going to cross the finish line at a time of 3 minutes and 16 seconds. So not a bad time for SigEp's B team. Probably will be the slowest heat you'll see for the women's finals, but still good to get in a extra roll, as it gives your pushers a little more experience, and it gives your team a chance to improve on their time.